So who packs their bag, flies across an ocean, doesn't speak the local language, has no place to live, hasn't registered for a school that has already began? Me. I'm the idiot that did that. So I could not do one more freezing cold winter in South Bend, Indiana. Instead, I had found this program called the Diploma in Spirituality. Sounded fantastic. So I decided, let's swap that winter in freezing cold South Bend for 1 year in Rome. So I went to summer school, graduated early with my master's in theology from Notre Dame, and just started to make plans to go to Rome. But I did not apply to school and I did not register. Back in the day, everything was done in person. And I didn't really figure this out, and I couldn't really know this because they didn't also really have a website. So instead, I packed my bags, I got a student loan, and look at what just came. It's a nice reminder of that time. It's a student loan I'm still paying today. And I just went to Rome, booked a flight. I had no place to live. I spoke no Italian, hadn't registered. And school, I believe, had already started. It is September here in North Carolina, and most all the schools have started by now, of course, but they're actually just starting in Rome, and this was the case back then. So I just walked in. I think it was the last day you could register for classes. I tried to act like I belonged there. I tried to act like I know what I was doing, and I ended up staying in Rome for that year. But if you've been following this series, you know it wasn't just 1 year. 1 year became several years of renewal as I worked towards my doctorate. Now, I'll tell you another story at another time of how education works in the pontifical and in the magisterial European system, and how that goes along and also doesn't with the Anglophone system that exists in the UK, Australia, and North America. This isn't the story for that time. This is just the time for me to tell you that if you are working towards your doctoral level at a Vatican university, you end up getting a sacred theological doctorate. Also sounds very fancy, like an Institute of Spirituality or Diploma in Spirituality. But what are the letters and what's the abbreviation for a sacred theological doctorate? That's right, it's an STD. You go to the Vatican, study for several years, and end up getting an STD.
Ironic.
Not that that surprises some of you. No, just kidding. But that is actually the degree that I was working towards, which ended up at first keeping me in Rome and then turning me into the international vagabond that I remain today.
That's all, folks.